Assalamu alaikum. Hi everyone, welcome back to Nasra from Naz Abdi. Please subscribe, share with friends and family, and try the recipes. I assure you it's yum and it's delicious. So today we'll be making condensed milk bread, and we're going to start by 1 cup of milk, 1 tablespoon of butter. You can use melted, or you can also just use a room temperature like I'm using. Don't use a cold butter. And then we're going to add 1 room temperature egg. You can also use just the yolk, but it's okay if you use a whole egg. And then we're going to add a 3/4 cup of condensed milk, and this is the main ingredient that we are using for this recipe. And then we're going to add 1¼ tablespoon of yeast. And the milk is also room temperature, so it will be easy for the dough to rise. Now we're going to mix this until everything is combined. I assure you the butter is still going to be lumps, but after mixing the egg and the milk and everything, the butter will just melt when mixing the dough. And guys, this is very easy to make. You can just make it and have it for breakfast or dinner, and it's an easy quick recipe for a bread. Try it. You don't need sugar because the condensed milk already has its sugar. And now we're going to be adding all-purpose flour, and remember to sieve so that the dough, while adding the dough, becomes soft and easy to work with. I've just added cardamom, crushed cardamom, but you can use powdered, or you can also just substitute it with vanilla essence. I like cardamom, and that's why I'm using a crushed ones. But if you don't like the smell of cardamom, or the chunks to stick in your teeth, you can use the powder one, or you can just use vanilla. And after this, we're going to add about 5 cups of all-purpose flour, and we're going to add 2 first and then sieve and mix until we get the texture that we're looking for. And as you can see, we're still adding. We're going to add until we get a dough-like consistency. That is about 4 cups of all-purpose flour. Now we're going to transfer this into a surface so that we can easily knead the dough out. And now we're going to add 1 last cup, but we're going to add it just in portions so that it becomes easy to knead the dough. The dough is quite easy and very easy to work with. So you're just going to need to stretch it out and mix it with the dough, with the flour, and then add more and mix it until you get a very stretchy and nice dough. And after mixing everything, we're going to scrape down the bowl and then make it and cover it with a towel. Put it in a warm place and let it rise. And after 45 to 1 hour, as you can see, it has doubled the size. Now we're going to stretch and divide it into two, and we start making the final products. We're going to dry the knife and cut it into two. Now we're going to stretch this into a straight flat dough. Making sure that it's nice and flat. We're going to apply butter, and this will help in creating the layers in the bread. Not much, but just a little bit of a little amount of butter. And then we're going to roll this nice and tight. And when it's done, we're just going to make sure everything is together and nice, and stretch it a little bit, and then cut it into small slices. And after that, you're going to flour the bowl, oil and flour the bowl that we're going to use to bake the bread. And then we're going to arrange it into a circular motion, but we're going to leave a little bit of space in between for it to get a space to rise. Just a little bit of space, and then we finish arranging it into a circular, just like the bowl. And now we're going to finish the second batch, and we're going to do the same thing that we did with the first one. And guys, in this place, at this stage, you can add anything in between the rolls. You can apply butter and cinnamon, and then you can apply any kind of flavor you want. You can add chocolate. With chocolate, it will be so delicious. You can add raisins. So any kind of anything you want. This is just the basic condensed milk bread, but you can advance it to any type of bread you would like to have. And it's really nice for the weekend breakfast. Thank you for watching. Stretch it a little bit and then cut it into slices. This one we are making it a little bit smaller because it's the inside part. The smaller it is, the better it will cook and faster it will bake. The first ones are a little bit bigger, but these ones are going in the middle, so it will be easy for it to expand and fluff and get easy cooked. And then we're going to cover this and set it aside for about 30 minutes until it doubles the size again. And after 30 minutes, as you can see, the space that we left is full. It's fully packed. And now we're going to brush. You can use egg yolk, you can use milk, but you're going to use condensed milk. The sugar in the condensed milk and the milk will make the crust really brown and nice. So we're going to make sure we spread the condensed milk well and nice for every bit of the rolls to get the milk. And after making sure everything is well separated, and as you can see, the shininess in each roll shows that the condensed milk is well combined. Now we're going to bake this into our preheated oven to 150 degrees Celsius for 45 minutes, and after 45 minutes the bread is ready. As you can see, it's really beautiful, it's full of layers, and the crust is beautifully gold. And I'm sure I promise you will not regret. It's better than the normal bread. It's very delicious. And now we've removed it from the baking tin. And you can serve this with peanut butter, with jam, with chocolate, with Nutella, with anything, just like a normal bread. I wanted to open it, but it was quite hot. And after after about 10 to 20 minutes, it is ready to check. As you can see, the layers, if you pull one out, it just drops. And look at that air in between, so soft and super nice. And as you can see, it springs back. That means it's well cooked and it's very fluffy. You can also serve this with just a little bit of stew, because it has a sugar, but it's not much. It's like a normal bread, and it's full of layers, guys. Each layer, if you pull it out, it comes out. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe again. Don't forget to share with friends and family, and welcome back.